It's Derek from Island Time. We have a huge announcement today. I cannot wait to share it with you in just a few seconds. And we have an update on what's going on in Florida. Let's get started right now on Island Time. Welcome to Island Time. This is Derek. We have a major announcement we're excited to bring to you today. We've been out of town all weekend. Service was spotty. I could only upload one video that covered the CDC and the approval for Carnival to Cruise from Galveston, Miami, and Port Canaveral. But on the way home, my wife and I, we were talking back and forth on what our next trip is. We were hopefully going to schedule something for the month of June, and we figured out what it is. Island Time is headed to Port Canaveral. We are going to be there live as the Mardi Gras rolls in, highly anticipated from everyone that we know in cruising. We're going to be there live June the 2nd through the 6th. We're going to arrive on Wednesday. There is a rocket launch Thursday, SpaceX rocket launch to the International Space Station. So if you're headed to Port Canaveral, be sure to check that out. Okay, it's in the afternoon. And then the big day, June the 4th, as the Mardi Gras arrives, we are going to be as close as you can get. No, we can't get on the Mardi Gras. Neither can you yet. You can July 31st. But we are going to get as close as we can get. We want to bring you live video all weekend, interviews from those that we can grab that are there. All of Carnival's bigwigs will be there. We'll try to grab them. We want to go live, okay? So we just started this avenue on YouTube. You've got to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. So how can you help? Well, if you have subscribed, you're already helping, okay? If you have already subscribed, please tell those you know to subscribe. And if you're watching and you have not subscribed, please check out our other content. We're factual, we're to the point. We share a few minutes a day, most days, sometimes it's every other day, sharing the news in regards to cruising. And right now, it's the big restart to cruising. So please subscribe so we can go live, okay? So we're going to be there. Contact us. Leave a comment on where you're going to stay. If you are headed there, we would like to meet up with some different people. My wife is going to have a birthday in June, so we're using this occasion to celebrate her birthday and, of course, to see the new Mardi Gras. We are so excited for that, okay? So we're going to cover everything. We're going to go live as much as we can. We hope you enjoy our content. Again, if you're subscribed, you will get a notification when we go live or post content, okay? The other content that I wanted to mention today was the latest out of Florida, and it really seems like we're turning the curve in Florida. The big elephant in the room recently has been Governor DeSantis, who is a great proponent of cruising. He's done a lot to help cruising get restarted. But there's also a vaccine passport rule that he has signed into law that says businesses cannot ask Floridians if they've been vaccinated or not. And based on that answer, to determine whether or not they want to provide a service to them, okay? If cruise lines require vaccinations, which we're not sure of, the protocols will come soon, but let's say that Carnival Cruise Lines does indeed in July and maybe August require vaccinations. There's been a big question mark in Florida. How can they do that with the current law that is signed into law? How can they get around it? And there's been progress there in the news. We don't know the exact details yet, but Forbes and USA Today, who have really been spot on the last 6 weeks in their reporting, covering cruise lines and the CDC, they're saying that work's being done, most definitely, okay? On May 3rd, the bill was signed into law that said businesses could not ask for a vaccine passport. Governor DeSantis even mentioned fining up to $5,000 per passenger if a vaccine passport was asked for, okay? And there's been several market analysts come out and say, I don't think this is really going to happen. I think we can work around it, and that's exactly what they're doing, okay? One thing that I read, and this came from Forbes, is that the revised messaging would assert that the cruise terminal will be in Florida, while as soon as you pass through and step onto the ship, okay, which you and I cannot wait for, you are no longer considered to be local or in Florida. You are now in international waters, okay, which is that term that is broadly described by different entities, okay, of where the international waters begins. But the latest news is positive news, and that's the fact that they are working on some sort of workaround for this vaccine passport that's been in the news for so many weeks, okay? I truly believe that Governor DeSantis, and as much as he has fought for cruise lines up until this point, will continue to work with them. He knows it's important to the local economy. He knows it's important to the state of Florida's economy, and that we're ready to cruise. And the CDC has paved the way for that. Cruise lines are about to announce their protocols, and I can just about promise you, Governor DeSantis is not going to hold it up, okay? So we will watch out for further news on that, hopefully this week, as well as the protocols that will hopefully be announced this week. They're highly anticipated. And we are going to be packing our bags, heading to Port Canaveral. We are so excited. Again, please subscribe if you have not. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love to interact with you. I want to see who's going this week, this week in Port Canaveral, and who's cruising in July. We're going to be active on cruises in July, and I want to see who's going with us. Thank you so much for all your support, all your comments, and your love for the island community. Until next time on Island Time, this is Derek Phillips. Have a great day.